And we're back in Disco Elysium. Now, let's quickly talk to Kim.
Yes?
Can we ask about the case
What
again?
do you want to know?
Yes, now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it? What's special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Okay, enough about that. So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Oh, I have only one morale. We'll see if I'm just gonna quickly lose all my morale if I ask this, but let's find out. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it's best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest we have. A hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style.
Okay. Style me.
Point to yourself. This is what a modern cop looks like. Loosen your shoulders. You should ease up a little bit. You need more looseness. This is what a modern cop looks like.
In the new, 20 years ago. It's what a modern cop looked like then. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition?
Okay, enough
If not,
of...
we should move.
Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Okay, logic, formidable. Why did the 41st send me? Sylvie suicide jokes +1 and +1 for Roy mentioned suicide. Can my morale withstand this question? 1 second. If it doesn't,
Yes?
so be it.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
No, that makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified. Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing. No, that makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified.
If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
We could also try the Inland Empire, but that's also just a 28. But let's go for it.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Oh, well, there we go. Let's see.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, It's eating them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm seriously running out of shits to give. Let corpses hang on trees. I'm quitting. Fuck you. I've wasted my life protecting humans. They don't deserve it. I'm done. No one even likes cops. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna go with the they don't deserve it one because that's just kind of the asshole.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty is just poverty.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Well, let's load the game. There we go. At least I considered the possibility. So here we are, without that failure to our name.
Yes?
But it means we could try that again. Screw it, let's do it.
Because you're the best qualified. If you're so well qualified,
I'm not going to try to
can't
cheese
you
that
remember
one.
why?
Because we would be here forever probably, and I don't need to be. Okay, what do we do now? What else do we have to do? There's still the drunk guy down here, but he doesn't do much. We're gonna keep running over here now. Though we won't be able to spend too much time here because it's getting late. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Okay. Right, let's go in here for now. What do we have here?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualization impossible 18. Why am I looking at this? A 3% chance with a +2 for in the dimmed light some things become clearer.
Because this is not an ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
The last time I played this game, I had a much higher conceptualization stat and I failed it every time until it was too late to do anything with this. But this time, with my 3% chance, crit success, perfect. Because this is no ordinary walls. Right, it said that already. Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More.
Oh, Wallfather.
Hell yeah. Kim, I must paint this wall. Add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty. I'm sure I'll find the materials. Then we can come back to this magnificent wall. Let's go with the first one.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The lieutenant looks up at the wall reluctantly, then back at you. I'm sure I'll find the materials, then we can come back.
I suppose we have to pass by it again at some point anyway.
He says in a tone of resignation. I did not expect that to succeed. I can assure you that much. Big surprise there, but more magnesium, okay. Kuno S.
Can't believe you missed! We were so close, you and I. Fucking noodle fingers. Can't you see I'm immortal now? I'm never getting out. I'm in it for life now. I'm doing life with you pigs. Fucking sweaty pigs. Fucking fisher people.
What do you mean, fisher people?
Fucking nacky.
Come, we need to go now.
No, Kim, I want to hear about the neck key.
Marrow.
Ah, yeah, that was enlightening. But I don't speak a word of, I assume, like Finnish or something like that. A garden hose, this won't be of use until the snow melts, so I have no idea what Naki would mean. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. What's the noise down there? We'll talk to you in a second. Let's take a look at that first. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. What's this? We have an orange bum hat for more reaction speed and less rhetoric, and some Nosafed. Let's pick that up, and I suppose we'll put on the hat. There it is. Feeling twitchy is +1 reaction speed and -1 rhetoric for bum brain. An orange beanie with a couple of big ass holes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. Did we read that yet? Work it for physical instrument. Tank top, gym vest, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show off your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. Well, let's put on the hat. How about that? But I'll keep the shirt off because I'm getting more physical instrument, I think, from Coach Physical Instrument. If the shirt slot is empty, we gain +2. Yes, there it is, yeah. But also -1 encyclopedia just in general. But that's fine. Anything new here? Add more beauty to the wall. This is done. Perfect. Let's close that. Take a look at this. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously for reasons that we will see later. These barrels are half full of rainwater. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned from on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you.
Sorry, I don't have time for this. I just want to finish my cigarette and be gone.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Hold on. Can I at least have a cigarette? Actually, the police really needs to talk to you. Or no problem. We'll talk more next time. I think last time I probably asked this, so I'm gonna ask for a cigarette because my... Yeah, that was definitely not high enough to get the prompt even. Okay, hold on, can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
It's always everyone's last cigarette, isn't it?
The god himself has denied you absolution.
I need absolution. Can't you just, like, toss that one down? I need absolution.
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up and throw, kid. You're right, that was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything. Oh man, I hate being rude to this guy. Shut up and throw, kid.
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you'd catch that cigarette anyway.
What, really?
Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
You're right, that was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
As you wish.
Actually, the police really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you, like, tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Definitely his real name, yeah. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you look at Kim?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio, chairs, and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Let's try the suggestion. Convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Goodbye, smoker, for now. Okay.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up? You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyways. You're right.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. There's the rock.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Let's turn it over then.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Let's put the stone back. Okay, with that we can enter the apartment building. Anything else I want to look at out here? No, I don't think so. Let's go into the building. What's on this board? Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Ooh, sunglasses. Flip up glasses, the auditor, +1 logic, -1 authority. That could come in handy in some situations, I'd say. Let's just put them on. Just for the optimal look here. There we go. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers and old slippers. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. The snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. Let's open this. Do we want to have the flashlight for that? Instead of the cigarettes for a second? Come on, step inside. There we go. There's something here. It's some money. I'll take it. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Okay. And continuing on from here. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Let's knock.
No reply.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Okay, let's go for it. Let's crack that open. And let's see.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
There we go. Though, small spoiler, we will not meet the owner of this apartment. In my old playthrough I did, but not in this one. A flamboyant poster of a white star, real lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads, Kraz Mazov.
Kim, who is this Kraz Mazov?
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution.
Kraz Mazov was a sexual deviant, a zoophile probably.
The lieutenant raises a brow.
I hate deviants, or that's right, filthy. I hate deviants.
Thank you for sharing this wonderful opinion on human sexuality.
He pretends to read the economics book open on the table.
There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Kraz Mazov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Whoever lives here needs to learn how the economy actually works.
I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do.
He leans closer to inspect the economics book on the table.
There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Okay. What do we have here? Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. And in here, there's a 9mm bullet and the Saramarisian lounge jacket +1 conceptualization. Let's take that. Let's take a look at it as well. A classic white summer jacket, loved both by the Saramarisian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. It fits you well, regardless of your political ambition. So that's +1 summer plans. Yeah, that's +1 conceptualization. while this gives us a +1 esprit de corps. I think for now esprit de corps will be fine. There we go. I think that's all there is to do in this apartment. Let's keep going.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Let's knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
That's the wrong line. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, very intense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Okay then, let's leave. What's in this? There's a postcard, Boogie Street 46. Let's pick that up and take a look at it. This crumpled postcard depicts an open-air market in Boogie Street about 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from the canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people's path. What does this door say? The door number 9 is locked. There's a box here. Let's see. Some more money. I'll take it. Now over here we have another door. Apartment 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. What does this say? The graffito says a firing squad for the rich. Let's talk to her in a bit. I'm quickly gonna look around first. What does this say? A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. What does that say?
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Let's rub our sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Her face
is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Let's look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
And we shiver to finish the thought. What does this say? Waves crashing in the darkness. Okay, let's move into this room here. Oh, someone has torn the wall down. Okay then, let's take a look at the table. An old grocery list on the table and checks. And the fridge has some Nosafed and some money. I do also keep my money in the fridge and definitely not somewhere else. Okay, let's talk to the old lady then.